Hey, it's Coach Maggie, and I just want to take you on a little tour. It's been a couple months to show you the before and what's going on right now, and it is a beautiful, beautiful morning here in South Carolina, and we've seen a lot of progress in just 2 months. So let's do this. All right, so 2 months ago, we started this process. We put this 7-foot fence. It is chicken wire that's coated. I'm sure you can probably see as I get closer. But our concern was about deer, because we are definitely in the country, and yet we really haven't noticed deer. Lots of squirrels though. So anyway, let's go inside. So again, we started this whole area. You'll remember we had drug logs up, and instead of buying wood, we had lots of fallen trees and dead limbs. And so we decided to go ahead and use them for raised beds. And my corn is absolutely insane. I would say it's probably, I don't know, maybe 10 to 12 feet high. And it's interesting because to the left, that corn was planted sooner than this corn here. So it really just depends. We did bring in 4 tons of dirt. It was a combination of chicken manure and sand, and it has obviously done quite well. I learned how to take the tassels on the corn way up there and tassel or sprinkle pollinate the silk. So we now have some corn cobs. I'm excited. I love sweet corn on the cob. And so that's been fun to watch. And then we have our cucumbers. My husband made these trellises. They were very simple. And so as much as possible, we wanted things to go vertically. Over here, I've got my zucchini. Unfortunately, it started out just with gangbusters, but then more and more, we just haven't seen many. There's one tucked there. But these are all sending up male flowers. Now, I know I grew up in LA in the city, and actually my parents did have a garden, but I didn't know all this about male and female parts of plants. But the male by themselves don't produce fruit. And so it's been interesting to see, and that's the reason that we want all of the good bugs and the bees and the butterflies. So now this, for some reason, this has been a really interesting row here. This was one of the first ones. I have tried planting green beans, pole beans, but nothing's come up. I've planted 2 different times, and then just a few weeks ago tried bush beans. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm not watering enough because it is seeds. And then I have a lone sunflower that I can't wait for it to open. All right, so again, here's some more corn. I've got potatoes growing in a grow bag that my sister gave me. This is a great way. And using things like a grow bag are perfect for the person that says, but I don't have a yard. So definitely check out ways that you can garden from an apartment, a small home. Again, you want to have flowers in your beds because they do attract a lot of the bees. And so, as a matter of fact, right there, it looks like we've got some butterflies and some bees enjoying themselves. And then there's some more on the pretty yellow flowers of the cucumbers. So we'll walk by the corn. My tomatoes, I am super, super, super pleased. These are Romas. They are huge, and they're finally starting to turn red. And Romas are great because they don't have a lot of seeds. They're great for sauce. And so I'm excited about those because I do want to try my hand at making my own tomato sauce. So anyway, that's really neat. We have cantaloupes, and you can see a few tucked back there. And so that's been neat. And we are growing these vertically. So far we have quite a few that are down low. And but again, we have the male and the female, so it's important that they are getting pollinated. And so here's one that's dangling. So I need to figure a way to support it. And then there's a few more. All right. So yeah. So there's one that's just dangling. So I've got a tomato that's growing in a pot, and I've got some mint, and mint can get carried away, so it's definitely in a pot. All right, so it's a jungle here. My watermelon. A lot of this I am learning as I go. I had done watermelon one other time in Illinois, and then really didn't get anything. And so I'm pretty excited. My husband's been watching a lot of videos on how to pick the perfect watermelon and the best time to pick. So he definitely has his eye on this bed. And I've got okra over here as well. These, for some reason, aren't real tall, but they are producing okra, and that's the main thing. So that's one that I need to cut. And so I tend to have to get down on the ground to see them. All right, and then let me show you. We're gonna step out. And so on the side, I ran out of room with the corn. I had lots of seeds left. So I decided to plant some of the corn. But as you can see, this was planted at the same time, but that's probably a foot. And then I also ran out of room for planting cucumbers. So again, these are in pots. Needless to say, not necessarily as big, but still, it's a great way. Here's corn. This one does have the silks, and I've already sprinkled it with the tassel. So hopefully we will be getting some corn there. And then one area that is new since the last video, we added this area behind the garden, and these are blackberries. And so we have the orange cord going across that's going to help support it, as well as the fence behind. There's one, there's another one. But as you can see, the cucumbers are coming through the fence, are actually trying to intermingle with the blackberry bush. But that's okay. We'll let it. All right. And then there is a cucumber hanging on. I need to get in there and pick. That's actually way too big. Once they start turning a little yellow, then you may have waited a little bit too long. And then I've got another one. There's a tomato, a green tomato back there. So you definitely have to keep an eye on things. And then over here, there is a grape bush, a grapevine. And so I'm excited about that. I have a feeling this is going to take a bit, but it is sending out branches. And so hopefully maybe in a year or two, we will start getting some grapes. It may take longer than that. Here is another grapevine that we bought. And actually you can see a little cantaloupe, but we have lots of room. So we're probably going to come out another maybe 4 or 5 feet, because that's just too narrow. My husband said, I think we need to move out. And I said, no, it'll be fine. He was right. So we'll probably come out here, but we have quite a bit of room here. And again, that's where we got the logs back there, the edge of our property. We still have these logs that we have tried to find somebody that was interested in getting those, but so far we haven't. Then over here, I don't think I showed it, we do have quite a few fruit trees, and there's a fig tree right here. I love fresh figs, and it's not real big. We have one apple tree. We've got another apple tree, but you need more than one. There is our compost pile, and I just turned it the other day, and so we add leaves and our kitchen scraps and it's been great to have that, and look forward to having that turn into rich, beautiful soil and compost. Another, this is a pear tree. I've never grown a pear tree before. And then another pear tree. A lot of trees, again, this is something that I've been learning. You need more than one, and it helps. So here we have a peach tree. Unfortunately, the Japanese beetles really gave this a hard time. And then the squirrels, we only ended up getting one peach. So we have 3 trees. So that little one, then this one's a little bit bigger. And that one had several, but again, the squirrels got into it. We do have some blueberry bushes here, and I actually did get blueberries, which was nice. And then this was the other peach tree. Again, you can see the damage that the Japanese beetles did on the leaves, but they seem to be gone. So I think they are typically like June and just maybe the very, very, very beginning of July. This one has petered out. I think I've got a couple little tiny dried up blueberries. But anyway, this is our garden. We spend a lot of time out here, but it is wonderful. Just being out in nature, and we just feel very, very blessed. Our little piece of the world. This is our land flowing with milk and honey. We may decide to do have chickens next year, but we wanted to get 1 year under our belt with just gardening. And so we're just looking forward to many days. It's very quiet out here, and we definitely enjoy it. It's close to the house, so we can come out here. We often sit in our screen porch and just watch things grow. So until next time, this is Coach Maggie. Take care, and of course, God bless.